This is going to be a tier list of the trigger in 2.2. Now, the rating is going to be in function of how often I use it, but also how unique they are. So how much you can like replace it with another one, right? Because if you can replace it with another one that's easier to use, then the trigger is actually not really useful. Um, Another thing that's pretty significant is it's just how much I like it overall. Okay, so let's. I'm gonna go over all of them. Some of these gets used. Uh, some of these are pretty similar, so I won't go over all of them. I'm gonna go into groups. But let's start with the start bus. Uh, I feel like this one's kind of obvious, right? The start bus, it's just I mean, it's just so good. It allows you to play test your level. So obviously, it kind of has to go there, right? Next up, we have color trigger. Now, the color trigger is surprisingly niche. It's surprisingly niche, really. You can change the color permanently of something. How often do we use that really? Like more often than not, you kind of just want to change the color a little bit, right? For a small amount of time. Basically, a pulse trigger. Pulse trigger is like much more common, right? How often do you want to just switch the entire color of your level for for like no reason? I think it's not as useful as it was back then. Move trigger, that's an instant. It's an instant S. This one I use it all the time, and you should use it all the time as well. Move trigger is just you can do many things with that. You can also now in 2.2 you can follow camera, which is insane. You can also follow player, which is insane as well. There's I mean it's OP. It's OP, right? Silent. Oh yeah, silent is just whatever. It's just so good. Okay, you can move stuff with it. It's really simple. You apply a group and then okay. So the stop trigger is actually pretty interesting. I really like this one. It allows you to stop a trigger as if like all its effects, and I think it works for like many triggers. I don't actually know how many triggers it doesn't work. At least the most common ones, really. A stop trigger is actually different than just like, for example, imagine you want to move something like uh, I don't know, 5 blocks in some direction, and like obviously the move's gonna stop after the like if I put 1 second, the move's gonna stop at 1 second, obviously. But what if like you want to when your character kind of goes around and presses on something, the move stops in the middle. Well, the only way you can do that is with a stop trigger, right? Because otherwise the move's just gonna continue all the way. And there's a lot of things you can do with stop trigger. It's really more powerful than you might think. What's also amazing is that you can actually pause and then resume, which is really stupidly cool. I won't put it S because I don't always use it. Like how many percentage of my triggers are actually like I'm actually gonna remove the line. How much percentage is actually stop trigger really? Because most of the time I use move triggers. It's the one I use the most commonly. Now pulse trigger is quite good. I don't know, not S, right? I mean, the thing that's more powerful than the color trigger is that the pulse trigger actually works on objects that don't have actually colors that you should normally not be able to change. For example, you can change the color of a portal. Like there's no color channel that the color trigger can change. And so all you do is that you use a pulse. And since a pulse is not forever, right? There's a hold. then you can just like loop the pulse trigger, right, with a spawn trigger, and it's gonna be amazing. So yeah, you can change the color of orbs too, and jump pads. It's really nice actually. Uh, Sometimes we use it. Really good pulse trigger. Alpha, okay, that one kinda has to be an S. It's really better. It's uh, okay. I'm gonna put it. Okay, don't hate me. I'm gonna put it. Nah, but you can change the opacity midway, right? Because basically, when you have like a bunch of spikes, if you want them hidden for some reason, for some very evil reason, you can go to edit group, extra, and go hide. But that's really not convenient, really, because what if you want to change it midway? What if there's a lot of things, and the alpha trigger to also make it so you can put like half opacity on stuff. Really good, really good. Alpha trigger. Actually, yeah, S. Yeah, I think S is. I think S is the right one. Toggle is really good. It's really good. Instead of making it invisible, it deactivates it, which is absolutely paramount. Like there are triggers you want to deactivate sometimes. Maybe there are objects, right? With the what if for example I take the spikes. If I put the spikes invisible with an alpha trigger, they're still there. I'm still gonna die to it, but the toggle really removes it, which is absolutely OP. It's so good. And the spawn trigger. Oh yeah, baby. Spawn trigger. I think the spawn trigger is probably one of the best triggers in all of the trigger. This one is like it's so broken. Every time I add a trigger, I add a spawn trigger. It's so common. Like you can do loops with it. You can do. I mean, it's just so good, right? Rotate is actually quite strong. It's not as strong as move for some reason. Should I put it there? I feel like it's wrong because it's so good. But somehow I use it less often than move. I don't know where to put it. In the middle of the line. Oh, by the way, should I reorder those? Maybe the order. Nah, for now I just don't care about the order. It should be in the middle, man. It should be in the middle. Let's leave it there. S is for the one I really like. Scale. Ooh, scale is really nice. Ah, is it an S? It's not really an S, right? Oh, go. Can you live without scale? I think you can, right? Yeah, you can. You can live without scale. It's really good. You can scale stuff. It's like rotate. It's similar to move, rotate, and scale are like similar. Follow. Okay. Now we have to talk. The follow trigger. It allows an object to mimic the movement of another one. So let's say like I have a cube that moves, or like let's take the spikes for example. Let's say I have a spike that moves 3 blocks to the right, then the object that follows the spikes will do the same, but it won't be like at the same location. So let's say I have like an orb. Let's say I give a group to an orb and I give a group to the spikes, and like I don't need to put them on the exact same location. It just mimics the movement. 3 blocks to the right, then the object is gonna go 3 blocks to the right, which is absolutely amazing. I really like this trigger, but I'm not sure if I put it in S because there's another trigger that's even more common to use that does similar to what the follow does. Yeah, I think H here is really fair. Fake trigger. Okay. I want to put it in S, but I won't put it in S. I put it. I rarely use it nowadays. It's more like for normal levels, you know. In normal mode when you're not in platformer, the shake is really strong. The shake is like S in that case, but in general, it's probably A. Probably like all of these triggers are just so good. Yeah, I think we got our first terrible triggers. Oh yeah, baby. You thought I would put everything in S and A, huh? Not really. Um, yeah, that's a D. That's a D right there. If you don't know what that does, is that it actually changed the animation of specific objects, and this is like cringe. You never use Big Beast, Bats, and Spike Ball, which is basically these nonsense. No one likes this. Okay, no one likes this. It's terrible. It's terrible. All right, next one is keyframe. Oh, that one's pretty good. In A or S? It goes with the keyframe with the actual keyframes. So I'm gonna put the keyframes right away then, because it literally goes hand in hand together. This is so good. It's so good. I mean, it's much more complex than a move, and you can do a lot of stuff. Yes, you can technically replace it by a bunch of move triggers, but come on, like look at this. If I do this, like it's visual. It's visual, and I can do what if I what's a curve? Curve? Yeah. Let's say an object follows this curve like it is. You can do so many things with that. You can actually, I think you can move them in real time. Maybe not. Anyway, it's a complex movement. It's really complex. Uh, but it's really worth it. You should absolutely learn how to use those. You basically set up an animation and it animates it. Area. So I'm gonna put all areas. Uh, okay, so that's all the area triggers. Let's yeah, area triggers are quite nice, but they're not like super often. Like if I look at all the triggers there, I use it much more often than this one, to be truly honest. Uh, no, they're good. They're really good. They're really good. You should use them. The edit area though, hmm, I'm not sure with edit areas though. All these ones are. I already don't use the normal area so often. So imagine their edit counterpart, right? How often do I use their edit counterpart? It's probably like rare. I think I've never used them. It just like modifies the the areas midway, like in real time or something. Yeah, don't really need those most of the time. You can stop area. That's probably kind of useful though. I don't know. I've never really used area triggers that often, but I feel like this one's gonna probably useful. Okay, so what are these already? Change background? That's like cringe useless. We never actually use the background. They're default. We never use the default background. We never use the default ground. We never use all of those. So we already every good level use custom of all of these. So all of these don't matter at all. And so we get a bunch of the touch. Touch. What is it again? I think I used this one. It's pretty nice actually. Object when the player clicks on function as a spawn trigger. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It actually records the input of the player without your location. like being without your location being important or you touching anything. It's just like it requires the input basically. This one's actually quite nice. There's a bunch of views you can do that, but it's almost niche, but it's not niche. Like C tier is like the niche. D is useless. You'll never use D. If you use D, then cringe. Okay. Count. Oh, we got with a good one there. Uh, checked constantly. Okay, so the only difference between count and instant count is that this one is checked constantly, and I think I use this one more often. This one, if you use a counter, you're probably gonna use count. Instant count, really good, but more like B. Yeah, it's more like B, to be truly honest. Hmm, depends. Hmm, yeah, I mean, I can totally see the uses of those. Uh, Pickup. Oh, this one's really good actually. Pickup is instead of just manually pick up a bunch of coins, this one makes it so you can make a more complicated pickup. So instead, like modify, maybe multiply your coins by 2.5 can be really useful or something like that. You can do a bunch of stuff with pickup. It's more complex than just picking up coins on the ground. It's really good if you're using pickups. Time, I don't use time that much, but I do see I do see the use of that, right? Personally, I don't use clocks, but if you use clocks, then definitely like time is the one that creates a clock. Event is it's activate a group when a certain clock reaches something, and control controls the clock. It just starts and stop. Yeah, I mean if you use them if you use them good, if not, then not. Item edit. Uh, I think that it edits. I don't really know exactly what it does, but I think it edits the amount of count, the amount of pickup you have. Probably that. Yeah. Item comparison. This one's really good though. You can compare like you can compare one number with another number, and like you do something with it. It's really good. What's item persistent item? I can see the use of that one. It's probably there. Item comp. This one's probably A. Edit item. Ah, that feels really useful though. Yeah, it's like a equation, mathematical equation. You can modify how much item you have. I guess it's there. Mm. But how often do you use that though? It's like kind of niche. Maybe this one is there, and these one are there. Because it's more complicated, so there's less uses for it. Like, most of the time, you just do a simple grab coins kind of ish. I saw videos of what it can do. It can do a bunch of stuff, but my problem with item comp and item edit is that you can't actually input the output of the number it gives. It just outputs a number, but the number is just returned back to the count, right? What would be cool is that you can do a mathematical operation and then give that number into a move, for example, and into a scale, like maybe scale 6 times. But sadly, that's not what happens. If you could, then it would be like S or something. But no. Okay, random is actually quite nice. It's less good than probably there. But I don't use random often, to be truly honest. Let's say random is there, and advanced random, which is better, which is it's not actually more complicated to use, but it's the same thing in the sense that it's better. Uh, yeah, there's more option, more random basically. Uh, Sequence, you can. This one is kind of useless. Mode last. What's mode last already? Calls the last group after the end. I don't. It's not really good. It's not really good because you can just mimic this with spawn triggers, and you actually have randomness in spawn triggers. So I really do not know how often I use sequence. Every time I use sequence, uh, no, actually, yeah, you're gonna hate me for this, but I'm gonna put it in D tier because you can literally just go with spawn triggers. It's more better. Spawn particle, that's more like an F or like C. It's really not that useful. Probably C. It's you can just because spawn particle spawns a particle, but you can just make this particle there. But with an alpha, it's like invisible, and then with another alpha, it's visible. You don't need spawn particle. Really don't need that. It's more complicated for nothing, but I could see some uses. But really, maybe it's D. Maybe it's D. To be truly honest. Let's leave it in D for now. It seems really niche and useless. Reset trigger. Collectibles and checkpoint. I can see the use of that. See that one, that one. Like I hear what it does. I'm like, oh yeah, I could use that. Oh, zoom. Is it an S? I think it's an S. Yeah, it's probably an S. I use it all the time. Static is an S as well. Is it? No, static is so good. Offset? Offset is pretty nice. Maybe there. No, wait, offset is quite good. It's actually quite good. You can specify where your character is on the screen. It's actually the exact same thing as this one, but this one is the gameplay. I don't really know the difference, to be truly honest. I prefer using offset, so for that reason, this one's gonna go like there. Usable, but somehow I just use offset. I don't know why you don't use offset, to be truly honest. Maybe it's even there. Because you can just use offset uh, instead of gameplay offset. Rotate. Camera triggers are really good because they're unique and you use them. But rotate, how often do you rotate a camera, really? For me, it's rare. I don't really need to rotate. Edge, this one seems so niche, man. Like, yeah, I don't even know what it does. There's an edge. It sets the camera to an edge. Let's put it there. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Mode. Oh, that can activate free mode. It's kind of niche. It's kind of really niche. The default snapping to the nearest grid. That could be useful. Padding. How close the player has to be on top or bottom of the camera to boil. Oh, that could be interesting. Free mode. Edit camera setting. Oh yeah. And the easing. Actually, You can edit the free mode, so probably there, but I never use it ever. I always I always love to go static. Static is just broken, and you can actually move. You can make the static follow something, so it's kind of a misnomer. Static is just that's why I put it there. You can actually move the static. Uh, yeah, edge. I already placed edge, right? Yeah, edge, rotate, and mode. Guide. You really don't need guide, but I can see the use, right? Oh, now it's gonna be ugly. Can I scale it? Oh, no. Can I do, can I do like, because I don't want, for the sake of passable, no touch, hide, uh, okay, damn it, damn it. Well, so annoying. Maybe, why is it like that? Maybe I can set up like some kind of zoom that kind of like, it doesn't change anything, right? Really? There's gonna be a bunch of lines? Uh, let's just let's just hide that one for some reason. I'm gonna represent the guide with a sign instead because I hate the lines. That's gonna be the guide. No wait, what's gonna be the guide? Ah, damn it. That's gonna be the guide. Yeah, let's represent the guide trigger. Oh no no, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. Uh, guide. There you go. There you go. Yeah, because the other one puts so many lines. I hate that. I hate that. Reverse. This one's I really don't like when. Do I hate that? I don't really like when they reverse in their stuff, but I can see the use probably there. People's gonna hate me, but you don't need the reverse. This one's kind of interesting though. Probably. I feel like it's better because you can use it in platformer mode, and it sets the gravity basically. Song is just obviously an S. There's edit song, SFX, edit effects, and events. Okay, so edit song is really not that useful. It's niche. You can just put another song if you don't like it. You can make the song less. I guess probably there. Okay, probably there. SFX is there, obviously. And edit SFX is like lower than edit song. Because how often do you want to edit an SFX? You just change the SFX. Events is actually quite good, but I rarely use it, to be truly honest with you. Uh, there's a lot of things though that seems really interesting. Wave release, spider, teleport. There's like dash stop, which is really interesting. When you change, when you activate pads, like there's a bunch of when you activate checkpoint. That's like all of these are interesting, you know. Ah, maybe I should use them. Maybe I should use this. Oh, I feel like wait a minute. It's better than I think. I just don't use it because I'm just bad. Yeah, there's so many stuff you can do. It's probably even S, to be truly honest. Like that. How many stuff there is? This is so good. Fall speed, fall from high. That's really good. This is no. This is completely useless. This is completely useless because you don't actually use the middle ground. You never use middle ground, right? Nope. It's useless. Background speed is also super useless because when you make a level, you never use the default background. You make another one that's better. Middle speed, same thing. Never use that. So, oh, this one's really good though. Is it an S? I don't think it's an S though. But that's so good. So that displays either count or time. Because I put count there, it's probably with the count, to be truly honest. Because you rarely count something and then don't show it for some reason. UI can be interesting, but you can mimic it with an advanced follow. Did I do advanced follow? I skipped advanced follow for some reason. I skipped a bunch of these. I skipped advanced follow. What the fuck? Okay, let's do advanced follow then. Advanced follow is just better than follow. It's different than follow because this one's actually teleports the object to the other object, like right on. But then you can change the speed, you can change so many things. It's better because you can calibrate objects. You can put an advanced follow at the beginning and then use a stop to stop it, so you cannot teleport to somewhere. Like it can be really useful. Um, or you can use it normally and make like some homing missile. UI object settings. This one's it allows you to make a custom UI using instead of using advanced follow, you can change the UI, add objects. It's pretty nice, but as I said, you can you can just use advanced follow instead. I think the only exception is with the zoom. Maybe you zoom out, you can't really like mimic it with advanced follow. Like it's gonna. But how often do you use it though? Is it that good? Probably B. Uh, probably B. Mm, even though I don't really use it that often, maybe I should. I should probably. Uh, edit. Let's go with the advanced follow. I forgot to do. There's also follow play Y, which is outdated. Yeah, this one is outdated. It's outdated. You can just use advanced follow. Edit advanced follow and retarget. To be truly honest, how often do you use those? I almost never do that. Like you can use it obviously on retarget. Really, like retarget, it's useless. You don't need to retarget any trigger. No trigger needs to be retargeted. Mm, I did all of those, right? I'm at UI. Link visible can be pretty useful, to be truly honest. What this does is that it it makes it so that objects that are outside of the screen still show. For example, if I play this level, right, and my camera is, see, the whole thing disappears. Why? Because this the entire black square is one object, right? It's just one object, and so uh, the middle, the center of that big object that I really like I re-stretched it, is like there. And so when my screen is there, this is like way off my screen. And so he's like, oh, this is outside of the screen, so I'm gonna make it invisible. But sometimes there are objects like this one that you scale super far, and you see them even though they're like really far. Like I still see if I go there, yeah, it actually disappears in the actual, like, you see it, but it disappears. So that trigger really undoes that. It's pretty nice. Like, I never used it because I always found workarounds, but the fact that it exists is pretty amazing. This one I can just put like white. Where's white? White is 8. C0. Smaller, please. Okay. Collision. Collision is fucking good. It's fucking good. Is it an S? I use collision often. I use collision very often. Ah, it hurts me. Instant collision is not really as useful. Like, it's probably even there, probably. But it does the exact same, except instant collision checks for two collision blocks that it checks it immediately when the trigger is activated and never again. Whereas this checks constantly. And so you can check whenever two collision blocks gonna trigger, and this is used for this block, which is really good, and so it's really amazing. There's a lot of levels that I did that use collision blocks. They cannot be mimicked with any other thing. It's really good. State, I can use state, to be truly honest. It's more niche. What's special about it? It's when you exit it. That's the only special thing. When you exit something, the only thing that's special about this. Because entering, you can just put a spawn trigger. So probably C. Probably C. I can use that one though. It's just because I never use it. This one, it's probably better than this. You know, this is the orb that activates something. It does the exact same thing. I believe. I believe it just does the exact same thing. Yep. It's probably pretty niche because the other one exists as well. You can really work around this one. Never use it, but it's kinda better than the orb because the orb does a big ball yellow, I think, when you activate it. This one doesn't do anything. I think it doesn't do anything. On death, that could be really useful, but I don't find myself like using it so often. To be truly honest, let's give it a B. It can be really nice, but personally, I never use it. This one, you, this is so useless. This is like the trail. You know the trail. The enable is even worse than disable because yeah, because you never want it. If you wanna see what it does, it's like completely. It's horrendous. It's no, it's horrendous. I won't even show you. Like, no. Uh, you can see like what it does. You can see it. Show is much more useful. I can totally see someone use that. And hide is even better. It's even better. But how often do you need to hide your player? You can make a custom player. I don't really personally like it that much. I use these one way more often, but that's just my style of building. Uh, to be truly honest, but this is probably higher. But for me, it's like there. Like I don't need those really. But I can see the use of it. Backgrounds effect on is completely useless. This one, it is it by default? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it by default? Let's say when I'm a ship or something. Oh yeah, these. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is like you don't actually like need it, but it's like it's insane. It's insane how stupid that is. So you need to remove that with that background effect. It's like where should I put it? A? Is it A? I never use it because it's not that bad. So let's put it there. And it's just top tier though. And it's top tier. Where's the on? On? I deleted the on. On is like useless. You never want this effect that I showed you. You know the dots when you play the thing. Player control. You can control the player control with this. It's pretty good. You can use it. Yeah, you can definitely use it. Definitely. Yeah, I really like the S tier. S tier. I think these triggers that I'm showing there is the one I really always use. There's no level without these. These ones I really like them, but how often do I use them? These ones are niche, man. These one like super niche, and then niche for me. Like I can totally see in B tier. I can totally see a very cool uses with those. Um, but personally, player control though. No, player control is good. Mm, I almost want to put count higher. But I'm gonna leave it there. Option, that's fucked up good. I always use option. The best options, in my opinion, you can hide the player. It's good. You can hide middle ground. Hide ground is hide ground is the one that's really interesting. Uh, but the main one is hide attempts. That's the only reason I use this trigger. This is the only one. No death SFX is interesting, but yeah, the other ones you really need. But hide attempts is like essential, completely essential. BPM is really kind of useless. I mean, it's kind of useless to be truly honest. Yeah, it just doesn't do anything. It literally doesn't do anything. Great, and this one's kind of useless as well. Ah, oh my, bro. Uh, I know how to do that. Touch trigger. There you go. Now it doesn't activate. Gradient, the gradient, the gradient. It's really useless. I'm sorry. You can just make a gradient manually. Though you can make it above. Oh, because of that, I really hate it. When I made this video, I accidentally placed the gradient trigger and then put it like max, and it just I couldn't do anything else. Like I can't select. I had to delete what I did, and so I kind of hate this trigger for that reason. Oh, oh, oh. Otherwise, no, it's useless. It's useless. What does it do? It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything, guys. You don't need that one. Gravity. Oh, it sets the gravity strength. You can totally use it. But how often? It's kind of niche. You don't need it. You don't really don't need it. Teleport is pretty good though. It's pretty good. It's better than the portal. And unless you're doing normal mode, but platformer mode, this one is good. I use it. I use it. It's good. All shader. No, I'm gonna place only one of these shader to represent all the shaders, but the shaders are quite good. Like you can do so many stuff with it. It's more like an afterthought. Like when you finish the level, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I'm gonna add an effect. Okay, all of these nonsense. This. Like it's all of these. They're completely useless. They are. Never. I'm gonna stack them, a few of them, to indicate it's all of them. But like, come on, man, come on. These are so bad. These are so useless. This is the fade in and fade out. You know the default fade in fade out. You can change the default fade in fade out. No one use fade in fade out. You always make a custom one, and that's why these ones are actually better. I can see a niche use for those. I can totally see a niche use for those. Enter stop though, probably there. And these ones, let's stack them. There you go. Probably niche. Yeah, probably niche. I'm sorry, but you don't need enter. You never use enter, to be truly honest, but especially not the default. All the default trash. So that's the tier list, man. Pretty nice, man. Pretty nice tier list when I look at it. If I want to change something, maybe sequence. Don't need sequence, guys. Yeah, these are useless. Yeah, I mean maybe gravity. I can see a better use for gravity. Gravity is better. I look at these and maybe reverse as well. Maybe gravity is there. Yeah, you could use gravity. Mm-hmm. Yeah.